What's going on, guys? In today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my WWE Crown Jewel predictions. I'm really excited for this Saturday. I'm not sure, depending on when you guys are watching this, it might already be Saturday and you're getting ready. But if you're new here, make sure to like this video and subscribe. My name's Andrew from What's Good in Wrestling. I'm sure you guys have seen some of my videos lately, and if you've enjoyed them, I'd really appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. I'm having a lot of fun doing these videos, and again, I'm really excited to share my predictions with you guys for WWE Crown Jewel. It's going to be a great show. So I also want you guys to be leaving your predictions down below in the comments, because I'm sure a lot of you guys are going to agree or disagree with me. So leave your predictions. Tell me what's going to be the best match of the night, who's going to win what, and we'll go from there. Maybe we'll even do a video looking back at my predictions and your predictions, and we'll see who got the most right. So the first match we're going to talk about is actually a pre-show match, and that's going to be Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough of the Judgment Day, I guess. But I'm so glad that this match got announced, because Sami Zayn is a really good competitor, of course, one of the best workers, best wrestlers in the WWE, in my opinion. And he gets to go up against a guy that I think is ready to take another step in the WWE, and that's why he's been involved with the Judgment Day stuff, and that's JD McDonough. I'm not going to sit here and make fun of him and call him a Funko Pop. I know that's like kind of a meme now, and even Cody Rhodes acknowledged it. But I'm looking forward to a really good match, and I think we're going to see Sami Zayn winning here. I think it makes total sense. That promo that he delivered, man, he was so good. That promo that Sami Zayn did on Monday Night Raw, if you haven't seen it before this match, go and watch it. So my final prediction for this match, Sami Zayn versus JD McDonough, is Sami Zayn picking up the victory. And I think this is actually going to be one of the best matches of the night, even though it's on the pre-show. Just goes to show you that this Crown Jewel card is going to be a fantastic show if you've got quality wrestlers like Sami Zayn and JD McDonough on like a pre-show or a kickoff show. Next, we're going to talk about the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes versus Damian Priest, Senior Money in the Bank. I was going to say Mr. Money in the Bank, but Senior Money in the Bank. From the Judgment Day, he's got a briefcase, and maybe this is going to be something that's going to be cashed in. Maybe he's going to cash in at the end of the show. Maybe he's going to cash in against Drew. Maybe he's going to cash in against Seth. We'll get to that later, but this match should be really good. I'm expecting a very competitive match. Cody Rhodes has been putting on absolute classics since coming back to the WWE, and he's got a guy in Damian Priest that's going to give him a really good match. And I think that they're going to work really well together. Some of this Judgment Day stuff is getting a little bit stale. I personally love the Judgment Day. I think they're fantastic. The Judgment Day runs Monday Night Raw. It's basically a given that any single time they're about to talk and they're about to say something important, the Judgment Day comes out and just... I'm kind of getting sick of the repetitiveness with the Judgment Day on Raw. There's so much talent on Raw. There's so much talent on SmackDown, NXT. They can find guys to work with, and this is going into a completely different direction. But there's been a lot of like Cody, Sami, Jay, everybody against, Judgment Day, and I just kind of want that story to be put to rest. I want Judgment Day to do something else, and I want Cody to do something else. I want him to go towards finishing the story, and that's why I think Cody is ultimately going to be winning this match. They got to start getting the momentum going again with Cody. Full swing. He's got to win this match and go on to potentially bigger and better things. No disrespect to Damian Priest, but we all know what the end story is. We know what the last chapter is, and Cody's got to continue to get to the end of that book. John Cena versus Solo Sikoa is the next match that I want to talk about. We've got the greatest, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, John Cena, against one of the newest stars being blossomed, being groomed into the WWE in Solo Sikoa. I've said before, obviously it's easy to say comparable to an Umaga, but his presence, his power, that Samoan spike is something that really reminds me of Umaga. I'm a big Umaga fan. Rest in peace to an absolute legend. I want to see him in the Hall of Fame one day. I'm going to make a video about that, actually. I really want to make a video about that, but he's super underrated. And I think Solo's got a lot of that in him as well. But for John to come back and be facing a guy like Solo Sikoa, this is what I love about John Cena. You put him in a match against somebody like Solo, who is just, making a name for himself, and potentially seeing a guy like John Cena put Solo Sikoa over is going to be fantastic. I think this is actually going to be really good. John Cena has kind of had a built-in story into this match, talking about how he doesn't believe that he can do it anymore, talking about how he doesn't know if he's got enough left in the tank. And Solo has just been a wrecking ball. The guy has been a freight train. He's been going through a lot of really, really talented wrestlers. And this is a guy that WWE is investing in. They want him to be one of the best members of the bloodline going forward. They want him to be one of the stars going forward of the bloodline. John Cena needs to lose this match to make Solo look really good. And I think that that continues the story that John's been talking about, because if this writer's strike is fully not over yet, and John is going to continue to be in the WWE, there's more that could be built to this story, not just with Solo, but John Cena slowly losing that confidence and not knowing if he should even do this anymore, and then finally getting it back. But I think Solo needs this victory to get him even higher. If I'm going to make a prediction, I'm going to say Solo Sikoa is going to beat John Cena in this match. Let's talk about a title match here on Crown Jewel for the United States Championship. Logan the Maverick Paul versus Rey Mysterio, the United States Champion. The build to this fight actually started from Logan Paul's boxing match against Dylan Dennis, if you even want to call it that. Logan would go on to call out Rey Mysterio at the end of his fight, and I'm excited to know that Logan actually cares and is invested in the fact that he wants to build this story. He called out Rey after one of the biggest moments of his personal career, and a lot of people were watching Logan to see what his next move was going to be. And that next move is to fight the greatest luchador of all time, the master of the 619, the United States Champion, Rey Mysterio. This is going to be good, man. This might be, I don't know, people might disagree here, but this could potentially be the match of the night. Logan has shown that he is ready to be a WWE superstar. He stepped in the ring. He's looked really good. He's faced Rey before, and they had good chemistry in that tag match with Rey and Dom versus Miz and Logan Paul, and it was one of the best matches of the night. I think this one could be a show stealer. And I think the WWE is going to be putting the belt on Logan Paul. That is my prediction. Logan Paul beating my favorite superstar of all time, Rey Mysterio. I thought I would never say that. That is literally a sentence I thought would never come out of my mouth. Logan winning this United States Championship and going on his podcast, going on talk shows, with Prime, maybe another boxing fight. I don't know. He's going to be touring this belt all over the world, posting it all over social media. This is a win for the WWE, and maybe there's going to be some potential LWO friction here. I've thought about maybe a heel faction led by Carlito, obviously with the original members of the LWO, but we'll talk about that in another video. But just keep that in mind potentially if that happens. I'm one of the people that I think maybe the first person. I haven't heard anybody else's opinion, but I think that that's a possibility. We might get a heel Carlito, and they might screw Rey over. So I'm taking Logan. Man, I'm predicting Logan Paul beating Rey Mysterio. What year is this? This is ridiculous. This match is going to be so good. I am so excited for this next match. Bianca Belair versus Io Sky, the champ. Io's going into this match holding the title. I kind of want her to win. The WWE Women's Champ, Io Sky, I think that she's super talented, uber talented. And she's facing somebody who's also uber talented, the EST, Bianca Belair. I think Io Sky's got to retain this championship. I want her to keep building. I want her to keep building with Damage Control. Obviously, there's got to be some story there with Io eventually turning face. I don't know where Dakota Kai stands in all this, but maybe she's also part of the friction that could potentially happen. We just talked about it with the LWO. When does Bayley and Io start to finally go at each other? Will that actually happen, and will it happen at Crown Jewel? I think Bianca is somebody that will always be in the title picture. She'll always be in the main event, but I don't know if she needs to take the belt right now. And I'm kind of scared that WWE is going to take it off of Io. I think she still needs it right now. I don't think she's truly gotten to the level that she needs to be at yet, and I'm really excited to see where she goes still with this championship. I'd rather her have it right now. I don't think Bianca needs that title right now, so I'm going to pick Io as my official winner in this match, but this is going to be a banger. Next, we've got a massive fatal 5-way women's world championship match. This is going to be absolutely nuts. We got Nia Jax, we got Raquel Rodriguez, we got the champ Rhea Ripley, we've got Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark. This has got a ton of star power in it. We've got a lot of insanely talented women in this match, and I don't know where it's going to go. WWE's done really well, to be fair, with bringing back Nia and trying to make her a dominant force, which they should have done from the beginning. They literally had been trying to do this for so long. They made her a bit of a joke. They had her losing matches she shouldn't have. And I know that she's not a great worker, but if they're going to invest in her and they're going to at least try to make her somebody that people like, they gotta keep working at it. Nia needs a lot more training, and I think that she has potential to be better, but WWE has to find a way to protect her in this match because she shouldn't win, and I don't think she's going to. Moving over to Raquel, she's kind of in this middle ground where I don't know if WWE's fully invested in pushing her or if she's like a really good secondary piece in a match. But she's talented. She's got amazing physique. She's going to be a champion, in my opinion, one day, but I just don't know when it's going to be. I don't think it's in this match, but I'm excited to see how she works with a lot of different women in this match. I'm going to move over to Zoe Stark because I do like her, and there's been a little bit of a pause in the momentum since the whole Becky Lynch, Trish Stratus story, and she was really built up to be like a centerpiece in there and somebody that WWE was like kind of investing in, especially with two big names, but it's slowed down. She's not going to win this match. I hate to say it. I think that she's good. I really want to see what her and potentially Shayna do together or against each other again. I don't know, but she seems kind of lost in the shuffle, and I just don't think she has a shot, and I hate to say that, but she's going to add a lot of quality to this match. Shayna Baszler is somebody I really love. I think that she's so good. I really love watching her. I think that there's so much more for her that they should build towards. I don't know if she should go back to NXT. I do like her on the main card. I do like her as a potential champion. There's just something missing there. I don't know if it's the character. I don't know if it's the charisma. I don't know what it is. But in the ring, she's good. She's very, very good. She's obviously very technically sound. She throws really good strikes because she used to fight for real. While I don't see her winning this match, she is going to make this match so much better, and I'm excited to see what she does. But ultimately, what I'm getting to is that Rhea Ripley needs to retain the championship, and I'm officially picking her. This is a match she needs to win. I don't want her losing the belt. Obviously, this is a way to protect her if somebody else takes the pin. Right now, she's basically the leader of the Judgment Day. That title makes sense with her. She needs that women's world title, and she's the best worker, best wrestler, best character, best everything in this match. It makes too much sense. I need her taking that title into Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania. I need her to keep that belt, but I need those opponents to be very exciting. This match is exciting, so let's add to her title reign by her winning in a Fatal 5-Way. Now to the two main events. What do I talk about first? I feel like we have to talk about Seth Rollins versus Drew McIntyre. Now, there's a lot. There is absolutely a ton that could happen in this match. Now, could Seth Rollins win and retain the title and nothing happens? Potentially. Could Drew McIntyre finally get back a world title in front of a crowd? Potentially. But could there also be a cash-in? Potentially. This match is going to be so good. The wrestling in this match is going to be incredible. You know that they're going to put on an absolute banger. It's going to be a classic. They're going to tear the house down. I'm really excited. I love both these guys. I think they're so damn good. They always give us quality. They always give us power. They give us charisma. They give us great entrances. They give us everything, man. Like, what more could you ask for in a title match? I'm going to try to make a really complicated prediction here. We've started to see the tease a little bit. We've started to see the cracks showing in a potential Drew heel turn. We've started to see some of the stuff potentially with Damen cashing in. I think what we're going to see is Seth Rollins winning this match by the skin of his teeth. He's barely going to pull this off. And then Drew is going to lose his absolute shit. I'm not going to say it. He's going to break down Seth Rollins, and we're going to hear that Judgment Day music hit. And that's why I think Cody versus Damian Priest is going to be closer to the beginning of the show, because they're going to try to make you forget about the fact that he might cash in. I think it's going to look like Drew is going to come back. He's going to run in to defend Seth. He's ultimately going to leave and allow Damian Priest to cash in And I think Damian Priest is winning the world title. I don't want to make such like a bold prediction. I know a lot of people might also be thinking the same way, but that's the way I see it breaking down. I'm excited for the match. I think Seth Rollins has had a really good title reign. I know some people are saying it's getting stale. We all asked for Seth to have the title. We wanted him to be champion. So let's be happy with it. I think Seth is going to retain, but I think Damian Priest is going to be the guy that walks out with that championship at the end of this match. Damian Priest to be world champion. That's my prediction. And the main event, we've got the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the WWE Undisputed World Champ, Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. We've been waiting to see Roman finally square off against a guy like LA Knight. Super popular, super babyface. This is like the biggest match we've gotten since Cody Rhodes. There's a lot of people calling for LA Knight to win this match, and while I think it's not likely, there is an outcome where LA Knight could win the title at Crown Jewel. If WWE is wanting to shock the world, they're going to put the belt on LA Knight. But if they're going for story, they're going for finishing the story, they're going to have Roman hold on to this title for a really long time, because rumor has it that Roman is not going to wrestle another match in the year 2023, which also kind of makes you think, could LA Knight win this title and defend it until next year, and then maybe Roman comes back and wins it again? Again, I'm just spitballing. I'm playing devil's advocate here. I don't think you can fully count out LA Knight. If I'm going to make my prediction, though, I'm going to say this is going to be a good match. I know LA Knight hasn't worked a match this big ever, and this is going to be a huge test for him. I think that's the biggest thing I'm taking away from this. How does LA Knight perform with this much behind it? But I gotta pick Roman Reigns. I don't know how I can go against Roman in this match. Something in the back of my head is saying maybe LA Knight pulls it off, but I just can't see it. I think Roman wins, and again, I think he's tested, and LA Knight ultimately builds his character up even more. But I want to see LA Knight either go after the potential United States Championship if Logan wins, or to go after the World Heavyweight Championship depending on who wins it. Because there is still a realm of possibility where LA Knight challenges for the world title against a guy like Damian Priest, right? That still could happen if Damian Priest wins, or maybe a heel Drew McIntyre wins it, or maybe Seth retains and maybe they just do LA Knight for Seth Rollins, or like I said, they do the Logan Paul or Rey Mysterio, whatever. He's going to have a big match going towards WrestleMania, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, whatever. But I don't think it's this title. So my final prediction is Roman Reigns winning this match against LA Knight. I just don't think he can pull it off. I think Roman's got to win. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully this wasn't too long. I wanted to give you guys my full in-depth thoughts. I'm going to do a review of the pay-per-view as well. So be on, the premium live event. So make sure to like and subscribe. I know there's a ton of people watching this video right now that aren't subscribed. I greatly appreciate it. I love talking wrestling. So like, subscribe, that's what's good in wrestling. I'm Andrew. Thank you so much for watching. Let's enjoy Crown Jewel, and I'll see you in the review.